All right, third graders, today we're going to be working in lesson 3 and we're going to be learning about the local government in Florida. So please turn in your social studies books to page 152. Have your pencil and a highlighter ready. We're going to start in the section called Solving Problems. This is Jill. She is a third grade student who lives in Tampa, Florida. Tampa is one of the largest cities in our state. Jill is a citizen of Tampa. A citizen is a person who is a member of a community, state, or country. Go ahead and highlight that definition of citizen. A citizen is a person who is a member of a community, state, or country. Citizens often work with their local government to solve problems in their city. Jill has a problem that only the local government can fix. Read her story and see how each branch of Tampa's local government helps her with her concern. Like the intersection above, the corner where Jill's school bus stops is very busy. Jill thinks her bus stop is not safe. Cars drive by without stopping. Crossing the street near her bus stop is very dangerous. So let's just go ahead and highlight what her problem is. Jill thinks her bus stop is not safe. Jill talks about the problem with her father. Jill and her father think a stop sign will make the corner safer. It is a law that cars must stop at a stop sign. But Jill and her father cannot put a stop sign up on their own. One method for improving community safety is to talk to local governments. Let's highlight that. The word method is another word for a way. So one way for improving community safety is to talk to the local government. Next section, we're going to come back to this down here. So just hold on to that and we'll come back. What the people want. First, Jill and her father talk to their neighbors. They explain the problem. They ask their neighbors to sign a petition to give to the local governments. A petition is a special letter that many people sign. The petition says that people want a stop sign at the corner near Jill's bus stop. So let's highlight what a petition is. A petition is a special letter that many people sign. Okay? And I would also like to go ahead and let's highlight the steps that Jill takes to help solve her problem. So the first step is that Jill and her father talk to their neighbors. And right here it says, write the beginning of Jill's petition. So here in the picture we see that Jill has this petition. What might she write on the petition? Well, we know that she is giving it to her neighbors to sign. So I think she would probably start her petition like a letter. Dear neighbors. And then she's going to have to let them know why she's writing. So she's going to have to tell them her problem. My problem is, and what was Jill's problem? If you look back, remember the problem is that the bus stop is not safe. My problem is my bus stop is not safe. And then what does Jill want her neighbors to do? What does she want her neighbors to sign? What do they want to do to solve the problem? It says the people want a stop sign at the corner near Jill's bus stop. So my problem is my bus stop is not safe. We need a stop sign at the corner. And then she would go on to ask her neighbors if they would please sign her petition. Would you please sign my petition? I'm running out of room. My petition for a stop sign. Okay. All right. Next, let's see what Jill does next. Next, Jill and her father go to a city council meeting in Tampa. A council is a group of people who make laws for a community. Let's highlight that definition. A council is a group of people who make laws for the community. And then let's highlight that next, Jill and her father go to a city council meeting. The city council is the legislative branch of local governments. The legislative branch makes the laws. So let's highlight that too. That's very important. City council is the legislative branch of the local government, and the legislative branch makes the laws. Some cities have a city commission instead of a council, but they do the same kind of work. The city council often meets to talk about city problems. The council makes laws to help solve these problems. The people of the city must follow the laws. Citizens may speak about problems at council meetings. Jill is going to speak at today's council meeting. She wants to explain the problem in her neighborhood and ask the council for a stop sign. Getting things done. The city council listens to Jill's speech. They read the petition other citizens have signed. Then they talk about the problem. The city council decides to hold a vote on the new stop sign. Every member of the council votes to approve Jill's plan. The mayor is at the city council meeting. As you learned in lesson 2, mayors carry out local laws. Mayors are in the executive branch of local government. The executive branch makes sure laws are followed. Okay, so let's highlight some of that important information. Mayors are in the executive branch of the local government, and the executive branch makes sure laws are followed. After Jill's plan is approved, the mayor makes sure the new stop sign is placed. Today, cars must stop at the stop sign by Jill's bus stop. People who don't stop are breaking a law. They must pay a fine or go to court. Courts are part of a local government's judicial branch. The judicial branch decides if a law has been carried out fairly. So let's highlight that. Courts are a part of the government's judicial branch, and the judicial branch decides if a law has been carried out fairly. Courts are run by judges. Each county, like Hillsborough in Florida, has a county court. If a police officer stops a car for driving by Jill's stop sign without stopping, the court will decide if the driver was breaking the law. The state of Florida has courts too. State courts are called circuit courts. Let's highlight that. State courts are called circuit courts. Thanks to Jill, it is now safer to cross the street by her bus stop. Jill is glad that her local government helped her solve a problem in her community. What problems can you help solve in your community? Okay, now we have a few things that we need to complete. in the chart, it says to write the main task of each branch of government. So we just read about the legislative, the executive, and the judicial branch. And we just highlighted all the information about those three branches. So go ahead and look back in your text, the legislative, the executive, and the judicial, and then write down the job of each of those branches of government. And then down here, the essential question, how are people governed? What did we learn about in this section with the local government in Florida? And just write the answer to this question, how are people governed? Okay, don't forget to restate the question and answer, write incomplete sentences, and that's it.